First, before I start this video, I want to thank out my friend for making me this thumbnail. I'll ping his YouTube channel at the bottom. So I was wondering, nobody does what if Deku had an angel quirk? And I have it in mind. So let's see how it goes out. When Izuku was born, Hisashi and Inka were looking at him. He had white hair. Inka said he has the same color as your hair. But when Izuku opened his eyes for the first time, they were both shocked to see him have golden eyes. The same thing as the thumbnail. He'll gonna look like the thumbnail. I don't know if I'm gonna add the scar. That's something I'm gonna add that scar. You know, it just looks sick. So it would be looking magnificent. But they will both be wondering, why does he have golden eyes? None of us do. And the doctor says it might be a mutation, a quirk mutation. So when Izuku goes to grade 4, and it was in his kindergarten, everybody was blasting their quirk stuff because they just got it. Baku was saying that he's getting, so everybody was praising Bakugo, saying he's going to be the next #1 hero, and he's going to be his next big thing too. But suddenly Izuku just start coughing, and then his shirt rips and becomes wings, and a hollow appears on his head. Everybody's shocked. Is he like an angel? Everybody says. They call Inko. Inko comes in, takes him to the quirk doctor. And then the doctor says, your son is his quirk is extremely just angelic, he says. He has everything what an angel should have. He can fly. He can read minds, he can control light, he can move at light speed. But there is one downside to Izuku's quirk. What should be his weakness? Let's just say the more that he's covered up at darkness, that if there's like no light, I don't think his quirk will be weaker, but not as weak. Like maybe like 30 to 50% weaker. But in nighttime, he's not as strong as he at daytime, he says. So, yeah. The next day in school, he tells everybody that shows everybody off his quirk. Yeah. And Baku just gets jealous that Izuku has a better quirk than him. Everybody says that now Izuku's gonna be the next big thing and everything. Same thing as Bakugo. By now Bakugo saying that he'll be the #2 since Izuku's quirk is way more powerful than Izuku. And Bakugo tries to challenge Izuku and gets folded like an omelet, to be honest. And there's no way he's hurting Izuku. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Izuku has insane durability. Just because he's like an angel. You're not gonna kill an angel with ease. Unless you like scar him with something very demonic, maybe, I don't know. But the only way to kill Izuku is gonna be by either puncturing him in the heart with something that's drenched in blood, or just killing him with stabbing his heart with something that's drenched in blood. Let's just say that even though that's not gonna even be able to be happened. So Bakugo tries and fails miserably, and then the next time when they're glowing, each month, when they're growing up, Bakugo tries to beat Izuku until he finds out that he's unable to even scratch him. So Bakugo accepts that he'll be in the #2 and tries to be better at Izuku in some areas. It's like, I don't know, flying, Izuku's just better. Let's just say he tries to be smarter than Izuku. Yeah, now we're gonna time skip to the day that the sludge incident happens. Izuku will be going home. He says, I wanna go to this way. I don't wanna go the normal way. And goes to the bridge under where the sludge villain comes out. And he senses, he can sense that the sludge villain is trying to jump at him. And the sludge villain comes out and says, hey kid, give me a butt. I didn't know that freak was in town. Izuku just shoots him with a light beam. And it just splatters everywhere. All Might just comes in out of nowhere and says, I am here. Then he sees the sludge villain splattered and says, hey kid, did you do this? Izuku said, yes. tried to jump me for no reason. I had to. Then All Might collects the kid. Izuku gets his autograph. Excited, goes home, shows Inka everything. And Bakugo. Bakugo shells anyway. He just met the #1 hero. All Might. Then the next day, Bakugo comes to him and says, "Hey Izuku, since there's going to be a 10-month long break for us to train to get into UA, we're going to have a 10-month to train. So let's take advantage of it fully. For the next 10 months, Izuku and Bakugo start training. Mainly just Bakugo and Izuku just training with him to get stronger, even though Izuku's strength is already insane. I'm not gonna continue on Izuku's strength since it's already by saying his abilities. You know how OP it is. He's just gonna be too OP. I already nerfed him. I already nerfed him at nighttime, so yeah. Maybe a nerf in the future, but no. So after the 10 months break, they go to the UA and take the exams. First, the written exam, which Izuku and Bakugo pass very easily, since Izuku is already a natural genius, and Bakugo trying to be better, smarter than him. Bakugo is just trying to do him best at the intelligence because Bakugo knows his quirk. Their quirks doesn't help them in their intelligence. So both of them pass with a 98%. I don't think they don't have an IQ quirk, so they're not gonna get 100. Even though 98 is like the best for a student with a fighting quirk. So when it comes to the robot exam, they both get in different sections, which they said that it would be the best for them, since they will just destroy every robot, mainly just Izuku. So Izuku and Prism Mike just screams out, "There is no countdown in a real battle." Then the doors open, Izuku just flies in, just dashes in, everybody just, for 1 millisecond, he takes out half the robots. Then there's like a shattering sound in the air, and multiple beams of light. And Izuku says, "I did enough." Even when Nezu and the heroes see what's going on, they said he's moving as faster than sound, closer to sound. He's so fast that he breaks the sound barrier. He broke it. We have to get this guy caught in our school before even any school gets him, or he becomes a villain. Then they immediately, when Izuku's leaving the exam area, Izuku immediately comes to him saying, You're definitely passed. And also that, a scholarship and everything. You're getting a full ride to UA High. Welcome to My Hero Academia." So the next day, so after a week and everybody gets the results, Bakugo says he passed, so Izuku says he passed. In the first day, they came up personally to me and told me I passed and gave me a full ride to UA. Bakugo says, "I knew that's gonna happen." And Izuku says, "Yeah, expected it. Since I just destroyed every single half the robots in 1 millisecond." And Bakugo says, "You can move in a you destroyed that all in a millisecond?" I have to kill myself. I have to weaken myself to fight you, Bakugo. You know I can move as fast as light, but that would be too much on everybody around, so I had to move at that speed. Yeah, Bakugo says, "I can't help it. You're too strong, I guess." So the first day of UA starts. Everybody goes in their classrooms. When Izuku gets in, Izuku and Bakugo get in the classroom. Bakugo goes to see. They go see in like the middle, in the middle, exactly in the middle. So everybody gets in. Everybody's talking. Everybody's chatting, and then then Oraka goes in the class and just recognizes Izuku. "Hey, aren't you that student that destroyed half the robots within an instant of a within 1 millisecond, as you claims?" "Yeah." I was just shocked. And Bakugo's just, "I already know that." Just has that face. Then Aizawa just wakes up and tells them to everybody, to wear and get those wear these and come meet me outside. Everybody goes in. Everybody just goes outside and says. Then he gives them challenges as he says it. Kirishima Mina say, this seems fun. Then Aizawa just turns fun. Who gets last in here gets expelled. And everybody's just like, oh hell no, it's not more any fun. It's a competition. We're not losing. Then everybody does their best, but Izuku's just impossible to beat. He gets first place in every single exam, even the throwball. He gets infinity. To be honest, he can just send some about to goddamn the sun and come back in like 8 minutes probably. I don't want to make it too fast, so yeah, light speed isn't that fast. So he just goes send this out to the moon and goes back. Yeah, Aizawa just says, what the hell did you do with the ball? I took it to the moon and came back. So it just runs as infinity. So is his 12th. So the rankings are, who do I expel? I don't like Mineta. I'm just gonna expel him. I don't like that comedic. I don't like that perverted. He's a teenager. He's trying to hit on his teenager buddies. He just doesn't fit the story I'm going for. So Mineta gets expelled. And without redemption, if it was an invisible goal, I would have not expelled it because it says your quirk has potential in being a spy, which is needed in the hero ranks. So yeah. So everybody started knowing that Mineta. The next time they met him, he was perverted. Everyone says, "Thank God we don't have to deal with the perverted guy for like 3 years." So for the next couple of weeks, they just do their and try to change it to their new school life as pro hero students. Then Thursday, All Might just pops out in the classroom and says, I am here, and then opening the door like a normal person. And then everybody's shocked. It's All Might! And then he opens heroes with their costumes and opens the secret lever. He just presses a button, and then it turns the whiteboard into a hero dressing group thing. And then everybody wears their hero costumes and goes to the 1-on-2 battles. Then let's see who should be Izuku's teammate. Let me go check and let me go make a poll and see. So after doing a poll and everything and asking my friends about their opinions, so we've decided on making him teammates with Jiro, and he's gonna fight Aoyama and Mizu. If you don't know, Mizu is just the guy with multiple arms. He can make arms and stuff. You know how devious he can be with those. So that's why I put him against Izuku. So this starts. I'm gonna put Izuku as the hero with Jiro. So Izuku's gets down to sit down. I'll finish this by myself. And Izuku moves at Mach 10. In Mach 7 or Mach 10. And goes to the bomb, checks every room and the bomb, sees them, handcuffs them, and everything in under 2 seconds. You don't feel them, then send the sound barrier. But he protects everybody while using light to protect their ears against the sound, shattering every single mirror at the same time. So after they finish the 2v2, they do a couple, then they're gonna have the then we're gonna time skip till the USJ. We're basically gonna get the paper, then sign the permission slips and everything. So before they enter the USJ, Izuku senses a demonic or demon, a hatred or an evil energy going on. He says, Aizawa, I feel there's something bad in there. I'm gonna go check. And before Aizawa could tell him, don't, then Izuku just opens the door in Mach 10 and just sees that there are villains inside. He knocks everybody out. Just dashes and knocks everybody out. Then he comes back in 1 second and says, there were 200 villains inside there. So, 100 villains. I knocked every single one of them out and captured this floating guy, this kind of smoky guy in like a glass bottle. I like the bottle he used, right? A bottle of water. He emptied it out and he moved out of water and just put him in. I should say his mouth part is like small. And just put him in there. So with each one in there, including Shigaraki and Kurogiri, gets into Tartarus. But Kurogiri gets a special type of. They just put him in a refrigerator area and just trap him like in a bottle. They make sure not to break that bottle or release him, since he can't really teleport. Since like he's like in a bottle, like you can't get out of there anymore. So after that, the UA festival, and then it's gonna be the UA festival, like yeah. So they're gonna everybody's just gonna go to 1A, then class 1A, and just see these are the students who fought villains. And we're just gonna say it was mainly Izuku who did the work, not us. Then Izuku come, then Izuku just passed by them. Then after a couple of days, the UA festival starts. And then then President Mike says, first test is gonna be a race. And let's use the fastest student in UA right now, on UA's first years. Then Izuku just, with regardless speed, just makes it in there in like 1 second. Izuku Midoriya has reached the finish line in under 1 second. How unbelievable that speed is! Then everybody finishes out. Bakugo gets second because he trains with Izuku. Then Todoroki. So after that, we have the cavalry battles, which I have to surmise. I just don't like them. Izuku just doesn't care. So let's just say that it's gotta be like a flag, like a flag though, like that game with their flags. What is it called again? I don't know. It's gonna be like the flag game. I have to capture the flag. They're gonna play capture the flag. Let's just say everybody that passes cannon passes. Yeah, and so he's gonna on the one-on-ones. He's gonna fight. What is it called again? Shinso. But before Shinso can trick him, let me just say this out. When I meant Izuku by being OP, I meant OP. I just give him anti-mind control. So if you try to mind control him, that won't work. So just to be clear, then Shinso tries to mind control Izuku. It doesn't affect him. So he says anti-mind control. Did I give him ancient Tibetan monk techniques? No, that's too OP. But if you watch YouTube, I think you know what the ancient Tibetan monk techniques are. It looks like a funny skit. But yeah, no, that would be too OP. But so he beats Shoji. He beats him gently, just like how a kind person would beat somebody up, not hurting them, but just knocking them out. So he goes against Shoji, and then against Todoroki. Then he blitzes Todoroki, saying, I'm not dealing with your eyes. Blitzes him, knocks him out of the arena. Just kicks him, knocks him out of the arena. When it comes to Bakugo, he says, I don't want to fight Izuku. I fought him like 10 times. He says to everybody, I have 0 chance of beating him. But when it comes to Bakugo versus Izuku, Bakugo just comes out, I'm not winning against Izuku. Everybody is like, we want to fight. Then Bakugo says, fine, I'll fight. Then Izuku just knocks him out. If I get knocked out, it's not my fault. I already got knocked out 20 times. I got by Izuku 20 times. Then he gets knocked out. Izuku just gets the winner. Then it's Bakugo, then it's Todoroki. So after that, they're gonna have their internship. I'm gonna go him. Let's just say he goes with who is a good hero? Like the good. Yeah, let's just make him go with Gran Torino. Because he won't gain any experience other than the so let's just make him go with Endeavor, since Endeavor's like the number 2 hero. I don't want to kill Ida. Main reason I don't want to kill Ida. He goes with Endeavor. Endeavor just teaches them how to do it, how to run it. He mainly just teaches Izuku how to run his agency. But then, after that, when the Hoshu city gets attacked, Izuku just moves amok and killing Nomu after Nomu. Like, have you seen JJK and see that Gojo just killing the Mahito, Mahito's minions, or like the people that he turned to demons, basically, or monsters, who go faster than Gojo, just killing them, just destroying Nomus. And as soon as he sees Ida is Stain about to stab Ida, Izuku blitzes Stain into one of the coldest moments, punches him in a wall, and stands there, knocks out Ida, Stain, and just picks him up, saying like this, moving that far, coal or farming, we see how you did. And Stain just knocked out, he broke his ribs. Seeing him about to kill his classmate, he's not gonna hold it back, and he broke his arms and ribs, and probably shattered half his bones. And Izuku just puts him to the police so he doesn't die. He doesn't really be sound. He is a murderer. So after he deals with the incident there, let's just say that, let's just say all for one want to cause some chaos and just let those Nomus go loose. So yeah, then after that, they go to the the final exams they have for hero. I don't know what they're called, but I guess they're here. I guess your heroes. They're gonna fight against pro heroes. Izuku's, they said they're gonna put Izuku against All Might with Bakugo. And let's just say R.I.P. for All Might. And Izuku just blitzes All Might, hitting him once and knocking him on the building. For the first time, when Izuku does this move, he doesn't get knocked out, but he barely goggles, it just falls out. The only sign of All Might that he just, for 1 millisecond, then Izuku cuts the screening, saying that Izuku kind of broke it by accident when he was moving up Mach 10. But it was either to hide All Might's identity from them, like he was injured and sick. Then after the exam, Nezu and All Might tell Izuku and Bakugo what happened really. Izuku accepts this and saying, I will take on this villain of mass destruction, as you guys call him he is. So they go after that, they all go to the oil camp, and Aizawa just throws them off the ledge after they reach that one point. They just throws them off the ledge, but Izuku doesn't get thrown on. He says they have to go with them. Then Aizawa says, now you're coming with us. You're just gonna kill everybody on that road in 1 second. And grab every single player in your classmates and bring them to there. It's only gonna take you're gonna be there before us if you're with them. So you're gonna be with us. So after that, they get fed, they train with the wild pussycats, and he meets Koda. He tries to help Koda out. Yeah, then the villains attack without Shigaraki. Every single villain. Yeah, no. The villains don't attack since Stain never had his moment. Since Izuku just took him out and just was ore farming with his body. I had a friend of mine just midway through the week would just say, make him an ore farmer. I'll say, bet. So after that, yeah. Then he gets, after the training camp, they get to do another professional license exam, which he passes. Then Mirio comes and they meet the big three, which Izuku blitzes them in front of everybody. Then they all fight them and get their ass kicked. His class resisted them, but he doesn't because he didn't fight them with his class. Because Aizawa says, with him, it's just winning. Without him, it's just losing or drawing or winning. There's a chance of you losing without him. So Aizawa just tells them, yeah. So then Mirio tells Izuku to come meet, what is it called again? I don't know. The pro hero with those, they can see the future. Sir Night-Eye, yeah, Sir Night-Eye. Then he meets Sir Night-Eye. Sir Night-Eye accepts Izuku into the mission for Eri. Just tells him to help them out. Then Izuku, when he's patrolling with Mirio, he sees Eri running, he grabs her and then Overhaul comes out of the darkness and says, that's my daughter, can I have my daughter back? Then Izuku just blitzes him, knocks him the fuck out. They put him in a prison cell, then they investigate him, then after the investigation, he gives them the coordinates of the like the mafia of his like mafia or his his criminal organization. Then Izuku goes there and blitzes them, gets them to jail. Yeah. Then like 1 second. Yeah, then All For One seeing this, he says, I need to get Shigaraki and Kurigi out of that prison and hide for a millennium, he says. And he goes, our son does a full raid. Every card that he has left to Tartarus to break in and grab every villain. So he has a chance again. But as soon as Izuku gets the information that the Tartarus is being attacked, he goes there and blitzes. Well, the heroes surround them, and he's gonna face one-on-one in Tartarus against All For One. All For One, he and All For One fight, but it wasn't even a close fight, to be honest. Izuku blitzes him, beats him up, and starts standing on his body in front of everybody, showing out that his golden fit as he beats up All For One relentlessly for what the crimes he's done. One of the villains tries to attack him, but he punches him once and breaks half his bones, same as Stain. Everybody there just stands in his cold voice and saying, anyone who tries anything to escape Tartarus, I will personally bring them down. No matter what they do, I will always be there. Saying some cold barbs. Then everybody gets, let's just say All For One is just kinda, let's just say he's disabled. Izuku just hit him so hard, it disabled him. Then Tartarus is rebuilt in a week, and every single villain is back to their cell. When the world sees the future of the world goes brighter, and with Izuku as the new number one, no villain dares to even fight. Villainy goes down to a 0% in the country, knowing Izuku can be everywhere in 1 second. Izuku is the simplest piece in Japan, and is also being the simplest piece in the entire world.